Hey everybody, welcome to Freedom Talk. I wanted to bring someone very special on, my friend Jeff Jensen from Bend, Oregon. I've known him a long time. He's a great guy, a great patriot. We used to go to his shop. Hey Jeff, welcome. Good to see you.
It's good seeing you again, Kelly.
So Jeff, tell us a little bit about the Reptile Zone there in Bend, Oregon.
Well, I've been in business 17 years now, and it's definitely had its ups and downs. It's tough doing a pet store that just sells reptiles, but 17 years has proven out pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. And one thing I want to tell our audience that you do, Jeff, is you do a lot of education. You work with kids, you bring some reptiles by. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I mostly do private birthdays for kids, but I do an awful lot of school presentations. I've done presentations for the city of Bend, for the library system, private Christian schools. I've done senior adult homes. I've done quite a few, and I was a biology teacher for a long time, and so teaching is in my blood, and it's more than just selling reptiles. It's educating people, whether they buy something or not, because believe it or not, reptiles have a very bad reputation in the media, and they're vilified every chance that Hollywood can get. So it's my job to show that reptiles are actually a very, very cool creation.
Yeah, absolutely. I've liked them since I was a kid, and I make very naturalistic habitats. And, I think reptiles are getting more popular. A lot of people are getting bearded dragons, tortoises. A lot of people still have problems with snakes. I understand that. I love snakes. But Jeff, I want to shift gears a little bit because I know you as a very giving and kind person. You have a great reputation in Bend. And I'd like you to tell us a little bit, though, about some kind of misfortunes you've had with your shops, some sort of speed bumps, you might say, that you've had.
Just like any business, there are definitely things that set you back a little bit. But a couple years ago, I had a pair of individuals that decided that I was not doing things proper. So they took it upon themselves to break into the back of my store, busted up a mess of stuff getting in, and they stole about $3,500 worth of supplies and animals. Their rationalization is that I was not keeping certain animals in proper enclosures. And in the reptile breeding industry, snakes especially, are kept in a tub system, almost like a dresser drawer. They're individually heated, regulated. They're large enough for the individual animals, but they felt that that was inhumane. So they decided to take it upon themselves and steal quite a few of my animals. And then they posted made-up stories on TikTok and Instagram to make me look bad. And then a week after the robbery, the store was vandalized with spray paint saying that I was a horrible reptile keeper and F you and all that. And it took the police about a month to finally find them. And I got the animals back relatively healthy. The supplies they stole were destroyed. And then the police, in their wisdom, right in the middle of the Biden administration, decided that a felony breaking and entering was just too harsh for these misbegotten young people. And they lowered it down to misdemeanors. They did absolutely no jail time whatsoever. And I was still out thousands of dollars.
I'm really sorry that happened. And I can attest, because I'm a naturalist. I've kept animals for a long time, that you take immensely good care of your animals. You know what you're doing. People might not recognize that snakes spend a lot of their lives in burrows and under rocks and in enclosed spaces.
Absolutely. Especially ball pythons. They live their lives in Ghana, Africa, in termite mounds.
Oh,
so
wow.
you bring them into a setting, and I don't do wild caught. All of my animals are all captive born. So they don't know freedom, but they are very comfortable in very closed enclosures. The tighter the hide that they live under, the more secure that they feel.
So you had something happen recently, and I know we were talking about this, and it's hard to discuss this. I've been there. I've seen other businesses there. Of course, I had a marketing, branding, and advertising agency for years, and so I worked with a lot of small businesses. But you went through something tough, and as I understand it, you were a victim of fraud. Can you explain that a little bit?
Honestly, it's incredibly embarrassing because I feel like I'm an intelligent individual, but I wanted to retire in 1 year. I turned 70 come December, and I wanted to retire. But because I'd worked in private Christian schools most of my life and was a youth pastor for a very long time, I did not have a retirement program of any kind. And a person approached me to invest in some Bitcoin, and I lost $41,000 because of this individual that defrauded me. The old adage, if it's too good to be true, it's not. I found out the hard way. And this individual made promises, and supposedly I had earned up to $133,000. And then when it came time to collect, she says, oh, by the way, you have to pay $21,000 in taxes before you can get your investment out. Well, I'd already invested every penny. And in fact, I was talked into taking out a very large loan to invest also. So everything said and done, I didn't have $21,000 to get my money out. So I lost it all, and then she disappeared. So I'm in the process of trying to find a way of reporting it. The FBI has a site, but I couldn't answer all the questions, and so I couldn't go any further. So I'm going through our local police department, but it's not looking promising. So instead of retiring at 70, I may be retiring at 75, plus I'm filing bankruptcy. So it's a tough lesson to learn, and it's a warning to people out there. If it's too good to be true, then most likely it's not true.
What I'm going to do is set up a GiveSendGo account for you, a donation account. And I know you're not real comfortable doing this. I feel like if I claim to be a Christian, I should do things like this. So I hope you don't feel bad about it at all, because
I appreciate it. And I'm not one for taking handouts. I have worked hard my entire life, and God has blessed me tremendously. But this is one that I didn't concern myself with confronting God with it. I thought, Jeff, you're an intelligent man. You can do this. And he showed me that I really should have talked to him first about it. And I learned a horrible, valuable lesson.
Okay, everybody, I'd like to see you help Jeff out. We take care of each other. We're a community, no matter where we are across the country. Jeff's a great patriot. He's a Christian. He's spent his life serving people. So please go to GiveSendGo.com/Reptile Zone. GiveSendGo.com/Reptile Zone. Any amount's going to help Jeff. If you can do $5, that's great. If you'd like to do more, that's fantastic. Any parting words, Jeff?
I feel so blessed that you're wanting to do this for me, Kelly. And yeah, we have gone back, since I opened my store. So we've known each other for just about 17 years. And you've been there for me in a lot of different ways. And I've tried to be there for you. And I appreciate this effort and the time that you've given me. I truly do. And God bless you, man.
You're very welcome. And yes, you have been there for me and my family. So everybody, again, that's GiveSendGo.com/Reptile Zone. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.